Hey everyone, Patriot with you again tonight. I've got a Remington 870 sitting here on the floor, and as you'll see, it's wearing the Knoxx Tactical. That's the recoil absorbing stock that Nut and Fancy just did a real good review on. I thought that I would kind of go and try one of these for myself. Now, I have fired a couple of rounds through these, but I never noticed this thing hit me in the face. So tonight I'm going to go out and shoot at least 15 or 20 rounds and see how this feels. I'm not going to be shooting this with the stock in the most rearward position. It's just too long of a pull for me. So this one notch in is tolerable. I'll try it like that, and I'll try it the next notch in. And if I'm not getting any of that face kicking effect or cheek kicking effect here, I'll just run it all the way in and see what I get from there. I'm holding the camera again, so I'm manipulating stuff with my other hand and my foot. But anyhow, I've been real curious about this ever since I saw Nut and Fancy's review just a couple of days ago, and I wanted to give this a try for myself. The ammo I'm using tonight, I don't have any 3-inch mags, so I got the most powerful thing that I had on hand, and that was the Brennicky Knockouts. These are 12 gauge, 2 3/4 inch, of course, and these are the full horsepower, 1600 feet per second. 1 ounce loads, that's 440 grains. So these are pretty stout. The 3-inch mags that I had at home that I didn't bring are 1760 feet per second, or roughly 8% more powerful than these. That 8% I don't think is going to account for a whole huge difference. So hopefully the effect that Nut and Fancy's feeling, and the rest of his crew, everyone who we had in the video trying the stock out, I thought I'd see if I can duplicate that. So anyhow, this one is not broken yet. It seems to be operating fine, and actually I know that this gun has had a lot of rounds through it. Mostly slugs and buckshot through this particular shotgun. So far it's holding up. If I was to guess on rounds, it would be pretty hard, but it's probably had at least 2,000 rounds through it, perhaps more. Alright guys, no photographer tonight, so I'm going to have to kind of hold the camera myself. I'm just going to take this target, move it out to 30 feet, and then we'll get out the shotgun here. I guess it's pretty evident that I'm just kind of making things up as I go here. Just kind of ad-libbing this one. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to push in that stock one position. Okay guys, that was just one shot. No problems with the recoil on that one. It might have been where I had the stock positioned. I'm going to shoot a couple more, and if there's still nothing, I'm going to move it into the next position. Okay guys, no problems so far. I've got 3 shots of the Brennickys out there through the 870 with the Knoxx stock. far, it feels pretty good. Nothing going on in the cheek yet, but I haven't moved that stock forward yet. Right now, we're only one position in from fully extended. So I'm going to move it in one more position. We're going to try this again. I'm in two positions now from fully extended. I just shot a single shot, didn't notice anything that goofy. I'm going to try to keep my head down on the stock a little bit more, like I would be if I was shooting trap or skeet or sporting clays, and kind of just give it a nice low, make sure I'm down there all the way. So here we go. I'll fire a couple shots this time. That time I did notice a little bit in the cheek. It wasn't anything that bad. Probably not much more than I would have had after a round of skeet with an over under or something like that. I've got four more. I'm gonna try it at the same extension distance, which was two positions in from full extended. I'm normally real fast with a pump on the 870. Shot tens of thousands of rounds through them. This one's real sticky. I don't know if I've got an issue with the gun. It's not my firearm. Or it's just that these real hot loads are sticking a little bit. Could be a combination of both. In any case, we're not racing here. I'm just trying to get an idea for what it feels like. You know, it's hard for me to tell at this point. I feel a little bit on the face, but I definitely don't feel like I'm getting knocked out, you know? Nothing real bad. I've got another box here. I'm gonna go down one more level, one more increment in the stock adjustment so that it's a little bit shorter, and we'll try again. I just put those last 4 right in the head up there. Good accurate gun, good accurate ammunition. No problem putting them through the same hole out there. I felt a little bit that time on the stock. It definitely wasn't painful. You know, 10 being a lot of pain, 1 being hardly any. I'd say it was like a 2. Nothing real bad. That was with the stock not all the way collapsed, but basically 1 out from the bottom, I think. Let's try here. Yeah. 1 notch out from fully compressed. It does feel a little bit weird the way how the stock moves when I shoot it. I feel a little bit disconnected with the shotgun. A little bit hard to describe. I'll take this back in on the desktop and show you one of the things that I noticed about this. Okay guys, there you have it, the 870 with a Knoxx tactical stock. I only put 15 rounds of Remington full power 2 3/4 inch slugs through this. I would say that it feels weird to me, but so far it's not beating me up. I'm not sure why that's the case. Maybe I have a thinner face. Maybe that helps out a little bit. Maybe it's just where my bone falls, my cheekbone falls. But the only position I didn't run this in was fully retracted. I ran every other level on this, at least, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 rounds. So far so good. I can tell that this is going to be a 2-part video. I'm really wondering why this catches some people and not others. It could be, like I was just saying, just a difference in the cheekbone here. Maybe if you have a bit narrower face. I've done a lot of trap and skeet and shotgunning over the years. A lot of run and gun with a shotgun. That's actually my favorite. So I've been beat up by shotguns before. My other 870 that you may have seen in my full cleaning video has that police fold over stock on it. It has a very narrow metal cheek rest basically, and yeah, that one kicks a lot, and I feel that in the cheek, but it's almost to be expected. So when I look at the design, I was a little bit surprised that it was doing that. I wanted to see for myself, and obviously it's inconclusive at this point. Haven't really come to an opinion, to be honest with you. I did want to try something initially. I can tell I'm going to have to get a couple other people involved in this, just to see what our findings are, and then probably shoot it side by side with a couple of conventionally stocked 870s. Heck, I might even throw my 870 with a folding stock in there just to see what people think of that with the full Remington loads. But hey man, there's no magic to recoil reduction. It's just physics, and when you have a certain amount of energy going out the front, you can modify or change that impulse with what meets your shoulder, but you can't reduce it. The energy that's going out the front is the same energy you're feeling back here at your body. Sometimes that's going to peak at a different level, but overall, gosh, without the other shotguns here to shoot them right next to you, it's kind of hard to say. I don't really think it reduces recoil that much. It changes the pressure wave, but it doesn't change the recoil. And I'm not saying that Knoxx is claiming that, or Blackhawk's claiming that either. As a matter of fact, I haven't even been to that page to see what it says. So anyhow, we're going to do a part 2, and we're going to get a couple of other shooters involved. I'm going to bring some 3-inch loads. I'm going to bring an 1 7/8 load, basically a real hot turkey load, 3-inch mags, and we're going to shoot some of those. Even though the 3-inch mags I have are only just a little bit more powerful, 8 to 10% than the Brennekeys I was just shooting, what the heck, let's try them all. The action is very sticky on the shotgun. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's making any fast shooting pretty hard. An 870 should just be, well, slick as snot would be the phrase, and it's real easy to dump 3, 4, 5 rounds out of these in a second when you get to rock and rolling. Not today, so sorry I couldn't show you any fast stuff, but that's it. We'll be back again for part 2 on this one. At this point, inconclusive. I'll post it up. Maybe Nuttin will want to, maybe he'll let me post this as a video response. If so, I'd be grateful to you. Thanks, Nuttin. Catch you later.